Hello, welcome to my YouTube video. So in this video, we will see how we can authenticate our Vue.js applications using Clerk. It's so good that within some minutes we can do this, and it's so easy to see. Well, basically we will use this package, Vue Clerk. It is for the Vue.js, and another thing we will obviously use the Clerk. I will guide you how you can set up this, and also we will use for styling we will use the Tailwind CSS. So first of all, let's see the demo. So this is how will the auth setup will look like if we are not logged in. Sign in, sign up, and customer registered. So we will see how we can we will get all the functionalities, but we will if we want to style our own form, so how we can functions will be same, but the UI will be according to our own. So in these create account and register are obviously same, but we here we have our own custom form. So we will see how we can create this as well. So now let's see the demo. For example, if I do the login with Google, let's choose this one. See, I'm logged in and I am in the home page. Now I have different pages. If I want to go to the profile, I am in the profile page. Here I can manage my whole account setup, and this is the magic of Cloud. So security, if I want to set new password, if I want to something, add another email and whole stuff, so we don't have to worry anything about else. So this is so easy, and this is so we have this user button as well, where we have some details and avatar, and we can manage account, and see it's the same as the profile. And we can also sign out. If I go to sign out, another thing, you if I'm not sure if you noticed or not, we have now different navbar links, because there is no point of that if you are logged in and you are still showing that. So we'll see how we can add route guards to our application, this thing as well. Now let's sign out. I will be automatically redirected to the auth page. See, our navbar is changed, and now even if I want to go to the profile by this way, I will I protected this page. If I want to go to the profile, I will be redirected to these pages. See, I am in the sign page. So now let's start the project. Let's close this one, so we don't need that. Let's create the project. So we can come here in the Vue 3 website. Let's come here in the Vue website. Let's open this one. Get started. Quick start. And I can simple copy this command. So let's create the project here. Latest project name is Vue Clerk. Yes, we will add the TypeScript. No. Router, yes, we need that. Yes, we need that. No, no, no. And now let's come to the cd Vue Clerk, and now let's install the dependencies. We will use the yarn. So yarn dev, oh, not yarn dev, simple yarn. So we can install the dependencies. Meanwhile, our as our dependencies are installing, so I can come here and let's come to the Tailwind, so we can install this as well. We are done with this project. Not here, basically I come here by if I come here in the Tailwind CSS website, get started, they had different guides. You can come here, framework guides, and here they have don't have Vue, but if I come to the Vue, they have using React using Vue. So I am in the Vue section, and I can simply copy this. I have to install these. Let's come to the code part, and I can install your add minus minus dev, and let's install these. And now let's come again, and I can copy this one. If I am in this one, just see if I will, after running this command, we will have the new file and the tailwind in it. See, we have this tailwind config file. So now let's come here again, and I can simply copy this one, and let's come here, and I can simply just copy paste this one. And here in the extend, after extend, as we will use the container, so let's container not this one, center true. Now let's save that, and we can come here again. We don't, yes, we need this one as well. Let's copy these, and I can come here, and within the source, within the assets, main CSS, and I can simply paste that in the main CSS. Let's paste that, and let's save that. Now let's remove these extra files. Let's run the project. Your dev, now if I come here and localhost 573, I can close this Vue.js website, and I can also close this Tailwind CSS as well. So our style are little messy. We can obviously clean up. We don't need this base CSS. I can delete this one, this base CSS and logo as well. Let's delete these, and also I can come here within the app. I also don't need this. I can simply I can say we don't need these style as well. I can simply remove them, and I also don't need this as well. And now for now, I can simply say h1 class text gray, not gray, red 900. So if our tailwind is working or not. Yes, tailwind is working. Hello world. Let's save that, and if I come here, see, this is how it is looking. So we can also delete our other components. We don't need this icons folder, we don't need hello world, we don't need this one. So our component folder will be empty. Now let's delete these as well. So our component folder is empty. Now I can come here in the views. I don't need about view, so I will delete this as well. And now I can come here in the router, and because we are using the about here, so I will delete from here as well. And let's save that. And so our you can say the basic application is okay. Why it's not working? Hello world should be here. If I see, Why it's not working? It's not giving me any error. Oh, here, that's why. I can simply say if home page, and I can remove this component. Let's save that, and if I come here, it should pop. Yes, see, this is working now. Now we are done with the our cleanup. Now let's come to the here in the application we can see how we have to do that. So let's get started. First of all, it is saying you need to create a Clerk application in your Clerk dashboard. So now let's come here. I can sign in with Google. Continue with Google. You have to do the same way. But let's cancel that. Instead of dashboard, I think this is confusing. I can simply come here clerk.com. Yes, simply clerk.com. This is how it will look like. Now I can sign in. Let's sign in, continue with Google. By this. I'm being redirected to the dashboard. So I already have one application. In your case, you will have the empty one. So now let's add the new application. I can simply say Vue Clerk Authentication, and I am enabling the email address Google, but you can enable all of them: phone number, username, and Facebook. They have a lot of Dropbox, Twitch, all of them, but we will go with these two. Now let's create the application. So we have to copy this key, right? And just like here they are saying Vue Clerk publishable key. So they have this publishable key. So let's copy this one. Obviously you will have your own, so you don't have to copy this one, you have to copy your own, because I will delete this after the recording. So let's copy this one, and just like here I can create the env.local file and can paste there. So let's come to the code part, and I can simply here let's new file, again simply new file dot env dot local, and let's paste that. Not like that, I can simply let's copy this one, and before that this one, and so now let's save that. Our server is restarting, but it will not affect anything because we have to do. Now let's install this Vue Clerk package as well, not install, as we are using the yarn. Let's copy that, and I can close this one. I can simply say yarn add Vue Clerk. Let's wait for that, and we can read other documentation. Now I have to come here and simply this will have to do these steps. I can copy that, so Vue Clerk is installed now. As in the documentation, I am I have to come to the main this file, and I can simply copy this line Clerk plugin, and in the main.ts file, let's close these all of extra files. Simply I can import that, and simply app.use and this stuff. So after the router, this one. So basically this is mainly using the environment variable. keep in mind this name and the name here, these should be same. This should be, both should be same. So now let's run the project, your dev. Although it will be, there will be nothing because we didn't use the any components. Now let's our project is running, but there will be nothing new because we didn't did anything. That's why. Now let's we can add the basically we will use the different UI. Almost we will use all the UI components. First, in terms of composable, we will use the use auth and use sign up. So these two, even use user. Yes, use user as well. So now I can see how I can use the sign in components. See, if I come here, simple this one. So I can simply copy this component. It's simple, it's too easy. So I can create the sign in page here in the views. So let's create that. Sign in dot view. Let's paste that. Yes, I simply install this component, imported this component from Vue Clerk and then used here. If I save that, and I have to mention this within the route as well. Let's import that. Import sign in from views and sign in dot view. Let's copy this sign in and let's copy that as we will use the component and cut that, and here in components I can use that. Path will be the sign in name sign in, and path will be sign up. No, sorry, sign in. This is I don't know why I'm facing this strange error. I can ignore that, it's related to TypeScript, and I can ignore that and it will be gone. So if I now come here to the sign in page within our application, it should be here. Why it's not here? Oh, I got the error. So basically let's come to the app.view. So here I'm not using, let's close this h1. I have to use here the router view because I'm not using any page. So if I come here again, now see our sign in component is here. So now let's style this one because the original one is different. So it should be in the center and we should have the navbar. So now let's come to the in the code part, and here let's add some extra stuff. First of all, let's create the header, and within the header I can add some bg class should be bg. Simply you can add any color here, but I will use this one 6C47FF. So within the header we have the container. This is the in TailwindCSS. So to center stuff, so I will use the flex justify between, and then items center, and height should be 20. So if I let's add the logo as well. So text 2XL, and I can say font should be extra bold, and then text should be white. I can simply say Clerk View path. If I save that and if I come to the code part, see, this is how. So basically this is the logo, this is the height, you know this background color, and why it is something, it has some space from left side. The links will also have from the right side because of the container class. And now let's add some links. So I can simply say nav, and then I can add the class should be flex, and the item should be center. And within the nav we will have the different links. First link will be the router link, and I can simply say to sign in. So here it will be the sign in. Yes. If I save that, so this is how it will look. Now let's style that. I can add the class. It's very simple. Class is equal to text void, then we have mx4, and then font should be semi-bold. If I save that, so this is how it will look like. Now if I let's add here the if I click on that, I should be on the home page. Click router dot push to home page, and I can also add some the cursor pointer, See, if I click on that here, I will be on a home page, and if I click on sign in page, I am here. So now let's center this one as well. And after the header, I can simply say main, and I can add the class container as well. It should be the center from left and right, and mx auto, and then within the main I can say flex items not start, and after start the justifier should be centered, and minimum height should be screen 100 ph, and after that I can say MP20, margin from the top should be 20 pixel, and then within that I can say the router page, the page content. Now let's preview this one. See, now it's if you want to vertically center this one, instead of this item start, you can say center. See, it's vertically centered, but it's not centered. Why? Just let me because we are giving the margin top. If I remove that, and if I see it's vertically, and from top and bottom it have equal space. I can also as we have scroll bar, although we don't need that. I can disable that. How? Instead of see if minimum height is 100 ph, so but we have the header height as well. How much height it has 80 pixels. I can simply say here minimum height should be 100 dvh minus 80 pixels. If I save that, we can see the preview as well. So if I save that, now if I see see our scroll bar is gone, and we have from top and bottom we have equal space. So this is how it works. So this was the, you can say, the CSS trick. And now if I do this start, it will be too much on top, so that's why we should stick with the center. See this. Now let's create the sign up page as well. It will be just like sign in, and I can simply duplicate this one, duplicate, but the name should be sign up. If I save that, we have this one. So now let's come to the here, and not here. Instead of sign in we need sign up, but yes, let's save this one. I can here we are importing the sign up, and let's copy that, and in sign up I can simply paste that, sign up, sign up. So now let's import this within the index here as well. I can simply copy these two lines, and instead of sign in, let's sign up, and I can simply copy this one, sign up, and here sign up, and here sign up. Let's save that, and within the home, within the app view, I can close this home view, I can close this main CSS, I can close this, and I can close this main as well. So in the app.view we can add another navigation link. Let's copy that, and here it should be sign up, and here as well sign up. Now if I see our application, we have sign in. This is sign in page, and this is, so I got the issue. So basically after the debugging I got the issue. So basically the issue was I didn't add the setup, because in the demo, if I see that in the demo we don't have, and in sign in component we have this setup right here, but in sign up we don't have that, and I just copied that from here, and it was somehow creating the problem. Now if I'm in the sign up, it's we can see this component. In sign in we can see this component, in sign up we can see this component. Now let's implement the functional part, but before implementing the functional part, let's add some other small tweaks as well. In sign I can say after the in signing we have if I come in the documentation, we have different props as well, the one we can pass. So appearance for different UI, for path, for redirect URL, after sign up URL. So I can pass this one after sign up. We should in sign up, after sign up we should be go to the home page. I can simply say home page, and simple sign up URL, what it is, sign up, sign up, sign in, sorry, sign in URL should be sign in. Let's save that, and same same it will be for sign in. I can come here, after sign in we should be to the home page, and the sign up URL should be sign up. So these two, once we are done with the purpose of this was, once we are done with the sign in, we should be redirected to the home page, and same for sign up, and same for sign in. So both. So now let's see how we can register. So nothing new just you won't believe this one. So if I uh, continue with Google, it will be signed in. See, I can see the preview. So in the user, currently we don't have any user ID. Just check that. If I continue with Google, I can select this user, development stop. See, I am being redirected to the home page. It means I am done with the login. And just see the magic. Here, if I refresh that, we will have here the user. See, we have the user. So it means we are done with the login. But obviously we can't see that. For that, let's implement some other stuff. In order to see that. So I can, first of all, I can come here in the app.view file, and here now let's use some other stuff. I can say if import use auth user button from Vue Clerk. Let's import that, and here I can say in the after sign up, I can simply say user button, and if I save that, just see the magic. We have this one, and it's the same avatar, the one I was using here. And see, we have sign out, manage account, the whole stuff. If I see the manage account, see, we have the user. It's that simple. That's why I was saying. So now here I can pass another pass after sign out. I can say after sign out, I should be redirected to sign in. Sign in. Let's save that. And here you see this user button, it should not be here if we are logged if we are not logged in. So that's why I can use another thing here. I can say I can say const user ID. So basically this will be from the user auth composable. So this is the composable, it will give us the user ID. So user ID, either it will be undefined, null, or string. If it is string, it means user ID exists. So I can simply come here, I can say nav, I can simply say v if we don't have user ID, then show these links. But for the this user button, I can simply move down, and here I can simply create another div nav. I can say same class, it should be reflex, and items should be center, and I can say v else I can here simply paste that. If I save that, see, now we don't have sign in and sign up URL. Now let's log out. If I log out, see, I am being redirected to sign in page, and we don't have that profile button, and we have sign in and sign up page. Sign up, sign in. So now let's continue with the profile page. So let's create the profile page as well. Here I can create another page, profile.view, and in order to see that, I can come here, how it will look like in user profile. I can simply copy this one. I can come here in the profile, simple paste. we don't need this one, although because we will implement our own authentication. So let's remove that user auth as well, and this as well. So let's come here, and if first of all, let's I think we didn't imported this in the here. Let's import that here as well. Copy that, profile, and here as well. Profile, 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 but it should be capital. Save that. So now let's come here. Now if you see, we are not logged in, but it will give us the error if I try to redirect to the profile page. So that's why after let's see that. See, if I try to go to the home page, it will be okay. If I am in the sign in page, it will be okay. If I am in the sign up page, it will be okay. So but if I try to go to the profile, it will throw error because that component didn't exist because we are not logged in. See, I am again being redirected to the home page. I am not sure if you guys noticed that or not. There was some kind of error because I'm not logged in. So after login, let's continue with Google, and if I try to log in, and now if I I am in the profile page, we will have this profile component. See, we have this one. So let's create our own composable. So I can come here within the source. I can simply say composable and middleware.ts. So in the middleware.ts, I can simply export the function, export function, use middleware. I can say here I have to pass some is signed in the boolean value, so that's why I will take that signed in. It will be either boolean or undefined. So after that I can simply say, and here as I will use the route, so let's import that as well. Const router is equal to use router, so it is automatically imported. So let's save, and then after that I need another lifecycle method from the view. So on before mount. See, it is also auto imported on before mount. I have to check if I am not signed in, if I am not is signed in, either if it's undefined or if it's false, then what should we do? We should router dot push to the sign in page. Let's save that, and I can come here in the profile, and here I can import another composable from the Vue Clerk. We don't need that. User profile, along with user profile I can say use auth. So use auth will also give us the is signed in value, so I can simply restructure that is use auth. I can simply control that. I can say is signed in. So see, it's either undefined, false or true. So either it will be undefined, false or true. So I can simply say use middleware. I can import that from the composable. It is not auto importing. Import from composables middleware. I can say use middleware. So here I can say simple, use middleware, and I have to pass is signed in dot value because it's the ref, so I have to do it. So why it is saying some strange, and either I can simply refresh. If I refresh my window, yes, I think it's gone. It was some kind of cache error. So now let's save that, and now as I am logged in, I can, let's add the profile link here as well. So let's come to the app.view file. I can simply copy that router link. Before user button, I can simply paste this link, and here I can say the profile, and here as well profile. Now if we see, we have this profile link as well. Let's go to the profile. I can come here and I am in the home. Now let's test that middleware we created, that if I try to sign out, I should be in the sign in. Now as I'm logged out and I try to go to the profile, I will be automatic. Before, if you remember that before it was redirecting me to the home page, but here as I we created our own composable, it will redirect us to the sign in page. See, sign in page. Okay, error Clerk JS components are not ready yet. So this is error. We can use this, this component as well from the Clerk. So I can copy that, and within the app.view, I can simply, let's import that from here, and router view, it should be wrapped with this component Clerk loaded. So let's save that, and now if I do here, if I close that, and now I am in the home page, and let's refresh that one time. And if I try to go to the profile, we should not get that error. See, we didn't get that error. So now we are done with the sign in, sign up. Let's now try the sign up. We didn't test this. If I try to continue with Google, and I try to register with this user now. See, I'm in the profile. I have my own avatar. I have my own stuff. So we are done with the profile page, the dynamic nav links, sign in, sign up. So the only thing now remaining is the custom registered page. So now let's create that. Let's come here, and I can simply, here in the views page, I can simply say register dot view, and here I can and here within the register page, I can simply can paste some UI stuff. Although let's remove this, because I will go with the I will explain. It's the simple, let's create these two variable as well. The one we are facing the error, script setup language should be ES, and here I can simply write that, and let's for now comment this else condition, and it should not where we are facing. Yes, I have to import this ref as well. I will explain this UI stuff. It's that simple. So if I let's register where that in the index start. Let's close these extra app, sign in, sign up, use middleware, and I'm in the route, and here I can import that. Register, here as well the register, here as well, although it will be capital. I can import that simply from here. Register. So now let's save that, and we should also add that in the app.view here in the the when we are not logged in or signed up. So I should say register, and here I can say custom register. Let's save that, and let's log out. And if I try to go to the custom register part, this is how it will. It's very simple. I can explain the different styles I'm using. So in the register page, simple, we have border, some padding, it should be rounded, and some width, and for text the font size and some margin, and here some spacing, and in the within the div some very pretty simple block. If you don't understand any style from these, let me know, I will explain. So now let's implement the functional part. So let's import the composable from the Vue Clerk. Some composable, we will need the following import. So basically all of this stuff is within the documentation, you can explore that. So if I come to the sign up, as we are creating the register, custom register, you can also create your own sign in according to the way I will do that. So here it is saying I have to import these composable from Vue Clerk. I can simply copy that, and all of the steps are mentioned here, but I will do by little different way. So I can simply, for now, let's copy these, and I can simply here sign up, and I can say that here we will have the another thing which in the documentation they don't have the verification system, so we will implement the verification system as well. So I can say const pending verification is false. After that we have some obviously we will get the code as well. So by default it will be empty, and then we have router as well. So we will redirect the user to the home page. Use router, it is auto imported, see from here. So now let's create the submit function. Const handle submit, it should be async function. After that I can simply say we should be here we can also import is loaded, and I can also set active. We will use these variable as well. So let's remove these, and I can simply here if is loaded dot value is false or undefined, because if I come here it is either false or true. If it is false, I am simply returning. Else we will do the try catch block. Within try I can say await sign up, the one the value I just imported, this sign up dot value dot create. So basically we are creating the user. Here we have to pass the different values. Email address, see that's the magic of TypeScript. So email dot value, this email dot value is the variable we are using here. So next password dot value, and after that I am saying we will say await sign up dot value dot prepare email address verification. This one. So the strategy should be we can have here the different values. So but here we will pass we have email code or email link. We will use the email code. So after I will say pending verification dot value. By default it's false, but we will say it should be true. And within the catch I can say simple log error. Now let's save that, and where I'm getting the error, where so here let's remove that. Save it. Now here that's why I have this else block. Let's uncommit this one, or why it is. Let's remove that by this way, and this one as well. So we have obviously error because we don't have any if condition. So let's add that if condition as well. So this form should be when the pending verification is false. By default this form will be shown. So else we will show this form, and let's submit the form as well. Here handle submit dot prevent handle submit. So after this will create the user, but our as Clerk providing us the once we new user try to register, they will send some code. So we can check it's not the bot or spam user. We should be able to register that. So why we are facing the error? Why? Where? So on press verify. So basically we don't have this function, but I can simply for now I can create that const on press verify. It will be async function, and for now I'll simply say log verify. Let's save that and let's preview this one. So if I custom register, if I'm in the, and if I try to let's remove this user, because if I refresh that, I hope, because I'm trying to register the user which is I'm logged in with my Gmail, so I can receive that code. So for now let's delete this user. because otherwise we will get the error. Let's delete that, and I am in the, let's enter my email. And password, it I can enter any password. Create an account. Maybe we are facing some error because otherwise. Okay, let's see the error. Let's try again. So it is saying password has been found in online. So I think the password is not strong enough. Let's enter the strong password. Let's create that. See, I am now in the pending verification because although our user is created, but it's not verified. So that's why I am in the else block. So now let's implement this function as well. So here I will use the same try catch block. So let's copy that. So here is loaded, and within the try catch block we should remove this stuff, and here I can say const complete sign up is equal to await sign up dot value dot attempt email address verification, the first one, and within that I can simply pass the code dot value. If you see this this input is mapped with code, so that's why. By the way, I also received that email code as well on my email, so I can simply paste that as well. So but first I have to implement this verification code. So, and if here complete sign up, here we can assign any name, but it will be string. So if complete sign up dot status is equal to, if is equal to complete, then what should we do? We should do I will set the set active, this active to session. Let's ignore that because this is, although it is the function, but the TypeScript is saying it's not callable. So it's I even if I come here, I tried the documentation by using the documentation as well. If even we try to copy that, it will give us the same error. So that's why let's do that, but it will give us the same error. So I think somehow it's in the this error within the this Vue Clerk method, Vue Clerk package we are using, but we can ignore that by using ts ignore. So here we will not use the result, obviously, because we are not using that variable. Here I will say the complete sign up dot create session ID, and also I will push the user to the home page, router dot push to the home page. After that I will check if complete sign up dot is if it's not if it's not is equal to complete, cannot is equal to complete, what should we do? If it's not is equal to complete, I should simply log some error. I can simply say just say something here. Why complete, oops, it was typo mistake. Now let's save that and let's come here. Okay, I think let's try again, but I think I can manually set the verification because I refreshed that, but it should be verified. Pending verification should be true because I didn't enter the code, and if I try to register again, maybe I will face the error. So let's enter that. Verify email. This is the code I get from the email I entered. So let's verify that. Now okay, I'm not, although I get this one, this here, the detail, but I am not being redirected to home page. We can see that, but main thing is if I try to, I deleted that user, right? But if I refresh that, we have this user. So now our custom registration is also done. I can do again, I can simply delete that user, so it should be smooth. I can simply delete that user, and instead of assigning the on pending verification to true, I should that set to false. I deleted that user and custom register. Let's come here again. So now let's try the smooth way of registration. So previously I refreshed the page and it was good. So I deleted the user from here, and now let's again, I can enter my email. Password, and let's create an account. I should be redirected to the this verification code. Let's see, yes, I got the verification code. Let's copy that and let's enter that here, and let's verify our email. So see, I am in the home page, and if I see the profile, see, this is how my profile is looking. Now previously, if you remember, when I was logged in, this email was same, but I had the my name, first name, and that stuff as well. But I also don't have my own avatar as well. So that's the power of the Clerk. It's so awesome, although it's for the React users, and but someone implemented this in the in for Vue as well. So it's so good. So it's so easy to implement authentication in Vue application. So hopefully you guys like the video. So please share, comment, and till next time, bye bye.